Alright, guys, so I just had to make this quick crazy video, or not crazy video, but with my crazy hair. I used to have hair right down till here, like I had long hair, and last year I just chopped it all off and it's like really short. Now it's in the in between stage, and I like to parade it as being crazy because so many people get pissed off. I have my girlfriends and this, and they're like, well, he must be paying her, he must be doing this. Yeah, well, his hair is so crazy. Like, dude, they don't care about my hair, they care about me. But anyway, I mean, they do love my hair, that's different. But, I mean, Tim, Tyrone Eric Malakowit Blanks once, long history, told me, Habib, you got the hair. And I do, I always had. But this isn't about my hair or my girls, it's about, a couple of things. I keep and everybody with any brain, man or woman, knows that feminism is bullshit. Matriarchy leads to utter ruin and chaos for all involved, everyone involved, including women. Women hate it the most. They just don't admit it. I mean, they all want to submit. They all want a real man, but they'll never admit it unless confronted by that real man, like me. Anyway, this fat dude, man. I mean, men are pathetic these days. Like, there's this fat dude, I've spoken about him on my site, Ben Gay. I call him Ben Gay or Sleepy Ben because he's always sleeping or doing some gay shit, so, or Weepy Ben because he's always being this white knight. Like, you guys know I blocked him roundly on Twitter, on all social media and all that, but with Elon Musk's recent, block rule changes, you can still reply on the threads, and you can still sort of, reply on the threads where I'm involved, even if I blocked you. And so he obsesses about me, copies every move, and he keeps replying. And anytime I get into a conversation with a woman, he'll be the white knight. He's got a daughter. He mistreats women. He does this. He does that. And it's hilarious, man. I got a long list of these people. But anyway, I keep saying, feminists keep having this thing about equality, and I keep telling them, well, if men and women are equal, then you need equal responsibility. If you want equal rights, that's fine. First of all, women don't deserve any rights, but if you want equal rights, women don't deserve any rights because they don't earn them. But if you want equal rights, then you have to have responsibilities. Females don't want the responsibilities, they just want the money, they just want the rights. And most importantly, you can be given all the fucking rights in the world, but if you can't back those rights up, then they're meaningless. Like you have the Ukraine-Russia war and all this, and Ukraine keeps talking about blah, blah, blah. We're going to send Western missiles into Russia. And the Russian ex-president, I believe, Dmitry Medvedev, or I can't, great guy, I think, from what I've read of him, he was like, yeah, you can have all these negotiations and discussions, but when Russia decides to just drop a whole and bomb, and there's just a huge orange blob that's Ukraine, I mean, what fucking good will the negotiations do? Because there will be no Ukraine left. Anyway, this isn't about that, but it's about, equal rights thing. So let's take I've been saying this, Andrew Tate's been saying this, everybody with any brain has been saying this. Trump is back. Bye bye feminism. Bye bye abortion. Bye bitches. It's under lockdown. And the Taliban is back too. And they're back with renewed vigor, right? They've literally locked the women up at home and they can't even be seen near windows and stuff. Man, that shit's extreme. But that's how they do it in Afghanistan and Iraq. That's a different culture. We can't comment on their culture. That's their culture. And to be honest, it works. Women need to be kept that way because otherwise you have men getting pregnant. And, anyway, and feminism and all this. Anyway, so I keep telling these women that shout at me about it. I'm like, okay, all right, let's be logical. You don't like the Taliban? You don't like the women being locked up? Go do something about it. Then they're like, oh, but the men aren't supporting us. I'm like, well, aren't you a feminist? You don't need a man. It's like, oh, but how dare you? See, this is the problem. Females need men for every goddamn thing. I said on my ex today, unless it's making babies, blowjobs, and foot massages, and even the last two, if you're gay, you probably, guys will do that. I don't know. I'm not gay. I don't know. But yeah, the only thing a woman can do that a man cannot do is make babies, and they take too goddamn long for that too. They take like 8 months. So if a guy wants like more than one baby, what's he gonna do? He's gonna find another woman. It's that simple. I mean, it may not sound nice, but that's exactly what happens. And um, so that's the point of this thing. Anytime a feminist comes up to you and runs her mouth, give her the example of the Taliban. Give her the example of Iraq, where the Americans went. America goes and it fucking ruins. They ruined Iraq, but what happened? It's back to the same old thing. It was actually better off under Saddam. I mean, they were in Afghanistan. Biden pulled out in the most pathetic fucking manner. What happened now? They left thousands of, millions of dollars of military equipment there, and the Taliban is using them to wage war against Pakistan. So not only is the Taliban back in Afghanistan, they're back in Pakistan, they're back to an extent in Bangladesh, so it's actually worse. But you know what? That's what men want. That's what every man wants. Every man wants plenty of women. The ones that say they don't, they're not being honest, and they don't have the options. That's just a fact. Might not sound good, but if you're honest. But anyway, to conclude this video, because I gotta go, man. I can't. If you females are so upset about the Taliban, I mean, it's hilarious. Like, I keep having, women tell me, he doesn't listen to me. He cheats on me. He never listens to... Okay, yeah, I don't. Do something about it. Well, see, they can't. And, go pick up a goddamn gun and fight the Taliban, since you're so concerned about... I'll tell you one damn thing. If the Taliban locked men up, there would be riots, because men would go out in the streets and they would fight. I mean, I'll tell you one damn thing. If somebody takes my rights away, then either they die or I die. There's no middle ground, But a woman's not going to do that. A woman's going to look for a man to save the day, which doesn't make any sense because feminism is supposed to be about fucking equality, bitches. I mean, if you're equal to men, then you gotta do what men do. It's simple. Don't demand equal rights if you don't want fucking equal responsibilities. Fuck off. Stay under lockdown. Bye-bye.